Hello and welcome to KMTV, your roundup of what's going on in Kent on Friday, June the 19th. After an 11-year campaign, Dreamland in Margate has finally opened after an hour's delay. Nicola Everett reports.
When Dreamland became run down and closed, there were fears it would never reopen. But after a lengthy campaign to get the site on the seafront back into use, the dreams of local people and enthusiasts have become a reality today.
It means something to everybody, but it means something different to everybody. And that's the reason that's really kept me and my fellow directors at the Dreamland Trust going.
A little later than planned, after a delay of an hour while final touches were being made inside, the gates are finally opened and the first people flooded in. Billed as a reimagined seaside amusement park, it features 17 restored rides and attractions, along with food courts, arcades and a roller disco. Sadly, the world-famous scenic railway wasn't ready in time for today's opening, but will be open soon. Further phases over the coming years will feature even more attractions, including a dance studio and ballroom. So far, it seems to be a hit with those who got tickets for the opening day.
I came here as a child, so it's great to be back, absolutely brilliant.
We've seen this place being rebuilt over the last few years, 10 years really, and it's just wonderful to be here.
I'm feeling excited, but when I went on the ride, it went slow at first, and then it got really fast and really exciting.
We've got a full report and more video from the opening day at KentOnline.co.uk.
In other news, police investigating the death of a man in Chatham have arrested 4 more people, bringing the total in custody to 6. 33-year-old Michael Tierney died yesterday after he suffered serious head injuries in an assault on Tuesday night. And a man's been charged with a series of terrorism offences after being arrested at his home in Tenham. 52-year-old Malcolm Hodges from London Road was detained in March by officers investigating communications attempting to incite acts of terrorism towards UK businesses. A man spending a year in fancy dress to raise money in memory of his niece. Jem Collins reports.
If Billy Palmer's choice of outfit looks a bit odd to be knocking about the kitchen in, spare a thought for when he has to wear fancy dress out to the pub, to pick up the kids from school and even at work. The 29-year-old from Medway will be tackling all of these scenarios and more as he takes on a 365-day outfit challenge in memory of his niece.
Lolly was 6 months old when the problems first came about. They couldn't find out what was wrong with her, couldn't figure it out. After about 5 months, they finally turned around and said it could be Apex syndrome. Sadly, Lolly passed away. She was 13 months old. This was 2 years ago now. Obviously, it's a baby. I'd recently had a baby and it's horrible. Just the thought of what I would be like losing mine.
The photographer, who'll be donning a different costume every day for a year, including Spider-Man wedding dresses and Shrek, will also be wearing the get-up while he works at weddings and will be donating all of his normal clothes to charity. So there's no hope of a day off.
I do kind of have 2 weddings booked in. Obviously I'm a photographer. I've got to talk to the clients and see whether they're still happy to go ahead. Hopefully with a little bit of a cheeky smile they'll agree.
Billy will be collecting donations throughout the year for 2 children's charities and is just hoping for some friendly waves if you see him in the street. This is Jem Collins in Medway for KMTV.
And finally, it's described as the loveliest castle in the world, so Leeds Castle was perhaps a fitting place for a romantic surprise proposal. Richard Pollard got the help of dozens of friends and relatives in on an elaborate proposal to girlfriend Kim Watler. She was led around the grounds by a friend before meeting Richard, who was down on one knee at the centre of the maze.
Kimberly Francis Watler, my Moya Mesha, a little Belgian princess. Will you marry me, Troll? Will you marry me?
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
There's more local news on KMFM and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but that's it from KMTV.